So we're taking a look at this list. I wanted to give you a few seconds to take a look at it and just absorb that. We've covered this since 2012, Americans who don't like Californians and their feeling about that. So we have talked about this for at least over a decade. Recently, there was more hate, animus aimed at California. Someone was talking about what if California seceded, and that got about 5,000, almost 6,000 reposts, 50,000 likes. But then in response to that were all of these comments about, well, if you want to secede California, go ahead and secede, get the hell out. We've seen this before. It's kind of an old story. We'll cover it in just a second. But first, thank you everybody for joining us. This is a special episode. We were planning for the CalExit meeting that's coming up in an hour, and I apologize if this episode is a little bit rushed, but we wanted to get this out. We just found out about this through our network, and we need to cover it. So this tweet came out. It was Gavin Newsom is concerning plans to secede from the union. I don't know if it's true or not. About 6,000 reposts, about 50,000 likes. Okay, but then it started this conversation, and these are all conservatives. First, we have Matt A. By the way, all of the links to these tweets are in the description of this video. So if you go to the description of the video, you can find it there. So first we have Matt A. Dear California, New York, you are welcome to secede. That had 1,200 views. The man in the high castle said, go ahead, less elections to worry about. He had 12,000 likes. Gunther Engelman said California should secede, 7.6 thousand likes. Mike Ray said, please do it, 8.7 thousand likes. Crypto millionaire, haha, corruptions might leave America then. 14 likes, okay. Tea Party Go, 33 likes. Somehow this doesn't bother me at all. 81 likes, but 6.9, almost 7,000 people viewing that tweet. Bye-bye, guys. I guess we'll save the taxpayers billions of dollars of federal aid that our country has been sending to California. This is the famous thing I talked to a lot of people about. They go, well, America will never let you go because you're a donor state. They don't know that. Most of America is conservative if you go by states, which is what counts in a vote. We've talked about that. And most of the people in red states think California is a drain on the federal budget. They don't know that California is a donor state and supports 35 states. They think those 35 states support California. This is proof again. They don't understand it. They have it backwards, and that's why they'll let us go. Max World, so we put around a wall around California, 134 likes, 9.8 thousand views. His terms are acceptable when we store 500 likes, 18,000 views. Wonderful. They can have all the libs and we can get our country back. About 1,000 likes, 37,000 views. Let's get the trucks rolling to Arizona, California border loaded with wall building materials. Conceivably say they can wall us out. 100 likes, 4,000 views. Kathy Lynn Bryant. She didn't get too much support, but also another supporter. RW, that'd be brilliant. 223 likes, 16.5 thousand views. As long as we can also build a wall, 39.3 thousand views, 286 likes, 81 likes for pumpkin nuts. I say do it. We'll charge them 100% tariffs, cut them off from government funding, charge triple for all the products, remove all California representatives, and build a wall against California. You'll notice the build a wall theme, very popular. 81 likes, 4,000 views. Finally, let them secede, let Mexico deal with them. 367 likes. So you may be thinking, well, that's a fluke, Mark. You don't know that that's normally the way that people behave. You can't be sure of that. Okay. All right. So this is from now. Let's take a little trip in history. California Reported remarks there's so much hate against Californians. This was last year. 48% believe California's not really American. That was on MSNBC. That was last year. 48% Republicans think we're not really American. By the way, we cover this more extensively than anybody else. Nobody else really covers it. They view it as negative. We view facts as facts. Recent article proves Republicans hate California. This is another one saying 2/3 of Republican surveys say that the national impact of California has been a net negative. 2/3 of Republicans, you're a net negative. There are also about a half of Republicans consider California not really American. Similar articles, but marked by different people at the same time. Half of Republicans hate California, also talking about that same article that came out. Why do so many people hate California? This came out in 2012. 44% of America had a negative view of California in 2012, over a decade ago. Over a decade ago, we had 44%, almost half of the country had a negative opinion about California over a decade ago. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's because Californians are moving into other states and they're changing the laws. This wasn't happening then. Californians were not moving in other states at this time, and they were just as hated. So deal with that fact. Here we go. Why do so many people hate Californians? An analysis of all people throughout the U.S. hate Californians. I discuss the usual rhetoric and debunk it because I want to know the real reasons, not the political nonsense of truths. Why do so many people hate Californians? That video got 37,000 views. Why do people love to hate Californians? This is in 2016. It's the San Francisco Chronicle in 2016. Obama's still president, talking about why do so many people across America hate Californians. Here's another article, 2014. California least patriotic state, ABC News. Right, so we go, they don't like California in 2012. They don't like California in 2016. They don't like California in 2014, 2012, 2014, 2016. This is all before California's moving to other states, right? This is before even Trump's president. Let's do that. 2012, 2014, 2016, before Trump, before Californians moving to other states, still hated. There you go. That's the key point. 2012, 2016, 2012, there you go, 2012, 2016, 2014, people hate California. Trump was not president yet. We didn't have the battle with Trump, and we were not the resistant state to him. So still hated, not seen as American. Fox News, same thing, 2014. Fox News revealed what state they want kicked out of the union. California. Collective, 2016. California secession movement, well, go ahead and go from Twitter. A lot of people on Twitter said, well, go ahead and leave then. Here we go. 2017. Out-of-state conservatives are some of Calixt's biggest fans. A lot of people outside of California said, go ahead and get the hell out. 2016, 2017. Here we go, 2017. Rest of California, make our day with Cal exit. It's another result of a lot of conservatives in America are saying, go ahead and leave. We don't care. Third of Americans wouldn't miss California if it seceded. They did an actual poll. Up to a third of Americans said, go ahead and get the hell out. We don't care. And if you're finally not sure, remember that the RNC convention, when Donald Trump was president, focused on California as the opposite of America. So you can see this now, but I want to point out, going back to 2012, 2016, 2014, and then following through pretty much every year for the last decade, it is people pointing out that a lot of Americans don't like California and don't view it as part of America. And that's how they feel. So when we see this sentiment here related to this, well, we've seen it before, seen it for a very long time. That's the news. I know it's unsettling, but we want you to know that the votes for California independence are there. We can legally leave the union simply because there's so much hate by Republicans against Californians. That's why we just proved it to you. It's happening now. It's happened over the last decade. We just showed you the references, all by mainstream media sources. Additionally, all the links are in the description. You can find out, read all those articles at calixitnow.org. Go to the original sources. We also included all the original tweets from the disgusting comments posted recently. You can find it all out there. There you go. Talk to you soon.